we had Chris Colbert suffered the biggest knockout of his career. I mean, he's never gotten knocked out, right? He's gotten. I think he hasn't gotten. He didn't even get stopped by Hector Garcia, right? Chris Colbert never been stopped.
Um,
He just gotten beat up. And not, he's
yeah,
gotten
no, he
knocked
never
and
been
he's gotten
stopped.
knocked down. He's gotten knocked down, but he's
Yeah,
never been
yep.
stopped. So rematch, and it goes 6 rounds. Ryan Valenzuela um, scores a big right hook. What do you think about the actual punch? He set it up. He set it up. He threw his left hand first, then he leaped and threw a right hand, a right hook. My bad. What do you think about the fight itself? I mean, he got knocked out again in the first round as well.
He smashed B Hop. I mean, he
Title
destroyed him.
eliminator for Gervonta Tank Davis as well.
I don't like that though. I don't
I
like
know,
that.
but all right. So we'll get into why you don't like that, but
Yeah.
and I feel you on it, right? But let's talk about the fight first before you do that. As far as B Hop is concerned, right? What do you see him at 135 and Ryu and the
You
fight
said
itself?
what do I see for the both of them?
Yeah, like you believe that B Hop should be at 130.
I'm gonna be 100 with you. It don't look like B Hop want to fight from what I
So
gathered.
so talk about the corner talk because you see that there was a lot of things going on in the corner that night, last night.
See, I couldn't hear it where I was
Oh,
watching.
so we
The
had
fire
Coach
wasn't.
Sosa, his original coach there. Then you
Yeah,
had Barry Hunter and Boogs,
right.
right? And then they were alternating on who was gonna step in the ring and deliver the message, right?
Oh
And
yeah, they should have had
you
that
got
figured out.
you got, and he never sits down. He stood up the whole time. I think he sat down sometimes, right? But anyway, regardless, he was telling his coach Sosa to relax. You're getting nervous, right? And he's not listening to certain things that the coaches are saying. Um, he gets a brutal knockout. What do you think this? Because he's gotten hit with some big shots throughout his career so far.
I just think that he need to be honest with himself and reflect and see if this really what he want to do for real or if it's just a hustle. See, nowadays, and it's a good thing. It's a lot of money in boxing, but it's the least amount of talent ever in history of boxing getting paid a lot. So it's a good thing. But on the other hand, you getting guys that's frauds. Like I ain't saying that he is completely a fraud, but we don't know what his goal is. Like we don't know if he in his mind saying, "Damn, I just want the bag," and because a lot of times if you with the right people, you don't really have to earn your way to the money. Which is like I say, I like for cats to be able to make a living, but I ain't gonna lie, like he looked like he didn't want to fight. I don't know what was going on, but he needed to reflect and see what the problem was. It looked like a mental issue or something. It ain't look normal. It just like he covered up and just ain't want to fight. Like I don't know what that was about. Like so I don't know if he had issues. It looked like he had some type of issues out the ring or something. Just from how he ain't even really like he tried too much, in my opinion.
I mean, is that the way you look when you get hit with some big shots and you don't want to engage and you just cover up, or do you? There was times that we seen that little Brooklyn boy come out and start, getting explosive.
Man, he see now this where I went and I said the other week, ain't no I ain't even gonna lie. He ain't look Brooklyn with he ain't represent Brooklyn to me. That's
Mm,
remember I was saying all the hood shit, like that shit don't he ain't bring it out to me. I gotta be honest. Like the way he was covering up, like he better than that from what I seen. So I'ma just say that I think that if something was going on. You mentioned the corner, it ain't look normal to me. Like it looked like his either his confidence or something going on out the ring. It was something other than dude would have won regardless. So I ain't taking away from this performance, but I'm saying you go in there and just cover up like you ain't even care. It just looked weird to me.
but he
Like
did that. He kind of did that the first fight to see if you know if Ryo would punch himself out, and Ryo did punch himself
That's
out.
true, but it was just the facial expression. He just ain't look there to me. Like, something looked off, like with his mental. That's how I could sum it all up. It looked, but dude did what he was supposed to do. He went out there and I don't know what hood he from, but whatever people talk all this hood shit, whatever hood rail from, fucking won the battle of the hoods that night.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Now, all right. So this is the same guy that got knocked out by De Los Santos, the guy that Shakur just fought,
yeah, yup,
and he got knocked out in that fight. But he's also knocking people out as well, Ryu. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yup,
you know, just his style alone, and him, if he can have the Mexicans, if he does have that Mexican pull, I don't know. He's been on a lot of Benavides cards. I understand he's gotten a lot of hype off of that team, but he's even gotten hype off of, like, knocking down Tiafimo and sparring and stuff like that with clips in the internet and stuff a couple times. So I mean, what as far as like, obviously they've been talking about a Tank Davis and Pitbull Cruz fight, right? And I'm pretty sure Pitbull Cruz is probably has more fans than Ryu, most likely, right?
yeah, yup.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, could Ryu take that fight away from Pitbull Cruz?
Man, hell no, I don't want to see neither one of them.
I
I
know
ain't
you
about
don't.
to. I ain't gonna lie to the fans. That's all garbage. Period.
Mm.
Point blank. Like,
Get
now,
it?
I wouldn't mind seeing them two fight each other.
Who?
Pitbull versus Ryu.
Okay. To earn that fight.
Nah, hell no. I don't never want to see them fight Tank.
No.
Now, I'm gonna say this, right? Ryu good. I like to see him get the bread, for us, but nah, man, don't nobody feel like, man, there ain't nothing. We already know what the outcome gonna be. Like you say, if dude knocked him out, De Los Santos, even though you can't always compare what another fighter did, but with Tank you can, because when he hit dude, it's over with. So I don't want to see it. I'm gonna just be flat out. I'd be lying if I say I want to see that's garbage. I'd rather see them two fight each other though. Pitbull versus Ryu.
I like that fight.
I think Pitbull will win, but I would
Mm.
like to see it. Yeah, I still like to see it.
I don't think he wins.
You know, how you
I
think
think
he
I
beat?
think
How you think he beat Pitbull?
you see how that Giovanni Cabrera fight just happened.
Yeah,
So you would have to say that Ryu is maybe not as big as him, but pretty close,
I don't
right?
think he is slick though.
Giovanni Cabrera did not show a lot of game.
No, he awkward as hell. He was like crafty in an awkward way. I don't.
He
I
wasn't
think
even punching. He
if
wasn't even
I.
punching back. He was.
Oh
You
yeah,
could tell. You could
I ain't
tell
see
he's
that.
physically strong.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Let's match it up then. Maybe he will. Maybe I needed to.
But
I
his
don't know.
striking, his striking being with Freddie Roach and shit was like a
You
shame,
know
because
what, Ryo?
Freddie
Yeah,
Roach
that's a
can
fifty-fifty
hit,
fight.
his that's what Freddie Roach specializes in, is striking.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Pitbull. I don't know. It's a fifty-fifty fight, but I'd rather see them two fight each other, or Ryo and Frank Martin might not be a bad one. Something
Mm,
like that. People gotta do a better job at matchmaking. They put some. It's be some trash matches. It's some good ones, but it's some. And like I say, I understand you gotta give a fighter a gimme or two. They can't always fight like they can't always fight the top fights every fight. But Tank, I don't want to hear nothing unless it's like
so
when
Ryo did basically what you're saying. Ryo's not done enough in
he
the
ain't got a
sport.
chance, man. Listen, Tank could murder him.
Mm,
Period. I ain't even going.
sheesh,
Man, he'll murder Ryu.
sheesh.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. This ain't believe me. This ain't taking credit from Ryu. He could fight, but styles make fights. He ain't got this. It ain't there yet. It ain't there yet. We already know for a fact that it's gonna be a KO.
Right.
But it could be exciting for the fans. But I'm saying me, am I gonna sit up and act like, oh, he got a shot? Nah, nope. You know, we got to see Tank versus Devin Haney versus Shakur versus even Lomachenko. Uh, I give him what's the name too at 140. What's the name? Tiafimo. They was talking about that, but I don't hear it no more. But even the guy, what's his name? The Puerto Rico guy, Matias. Yeah, we need to see him in something big first, then go back down. Maybe you get a Ryu after that. You know, you fight one of them cats, then go to Ryu in between, maybe.